Yeah, yeah, man. I got something that I kind of like. I don't know if I want to like. I got to find the right. I want to word it right. Make sure I'm. You know what I'm saying. I don't know, but let me just say this here. I'm gonna go ahead and say it to the best of my ability. You know how some people like you gotta. I'm gonna say it like this here. You gotta be careful who you invite into your life. Nowadays, it's like back then it was pretty easy. You can kind of get by. You find good people. You know what I'm saying? But it's like nowadays you got to feel people out. You got to fill them out, man. Yeah, man. You got to fill them out because I said you can tell when the Most High, when the Spirit of the Most High God leads you is to do something for somebody, and you can tell when people just now you. In some cases, you can just tell I'm not really sure. I don't know. This person here doing something for them or buying something for them. It's like you saying, "Nah, I'm taking risks. Risks. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you might be taking a risk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel like you might be taking a risk. And some people will start off in a nice way. They may not come out and say, "Hey, would you do this for me or would you do that?" Especially women, they'll come out and be like, "I don't know." Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there for right now. And in my mind, I'm like, and I'm just speaking in general now. I'm just speaking across the board. I'm just in general, you know. This is not no going aiming at no specific person or nothing. It's not aiming at a specific person at all. Um, you know, it's like, and I'm taking my time with this because you want to make sure you're careful with what you say. Although I'm a bold person, and I do speak the truth now. On my other channel, I'm bold. I don't give a damn. But in a lot of instances, I just wait until I just some things you just got to be kind of cautious the way you put things because everybody don't interpret things in the same way. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to be clarifying yourself and all that type of stuff with certain people. So I realize it's not everybody that's doing damage to people. It's not everybody. So I try to be careful. And you just never know who hands you have to fall in. And my mother, raised us right. Our fathers and my daddy's side, they always, you never know who help you're gonna need. So it's best to just be careful. That was real strong on my father's side, I say, and my mother's side. You never know who hands you have to fall into, you know, and that's just how it works, you know. And but the way I'm looking at it now, like my mother's condition and her condition now. People that don't care, you have to be careful who you invest your funds into. Like your fund, you sacrificing your poor resources to make sure they're good. Not knowing, you don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know whether you're dealing with somebody that's really just trying to do the right thing, or you just dealing with somebody that's just trying to use you for what you got, or see how far they can go with you. Seeing just get overs, because you got people that gets over on people in different ways. Or you got some people just be trying to pick your mind and see where your head at, see what they can get out of you, and that's it. And so that's what I be trying to do now. You know what I'm saying? It's not always easy trying to feel people out because people know you got that. People can look at you and like, oh, he got that real good heart. He'll help. And then a lot of people, a lot of people ain't gonna use. They not gonna use it. Be wise about it and say, no. A lot of people gonna use that shit to their advantage. That's what they gonna do. They gonna use that shit to their advantage. That's what they gonna do. They gonna use that shit to their advantage. They not gonna say, well, you know what? It's not right to do this. This is not godly. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. Most people ain't gonna think like that. They don't care. They gonna be out to aim and get. A lot of them gonna think they doing right. I mean, they gonna feel like they doing okay, doing right. And when you really damaged by them and you try to approach them with the situation, some people will throw it up in your face. Well, I just thought you were doing it from your heart. I didn't ask you to do that. You did it because you wanted to do it. They'll throw some people make you out to be the ignorant one, and you'll feel like you've been played the whole time. And women they are the main ones on the front line that actually manipulate. They're good at, they think they are. Yep. They think they are. Yep. They think they are good at. Yeah. And you just gotta be extra careful now. Yeah, you gotta be careful, and that's what I try to do. Because at the end of the day, you get down and out now. And them same people that you look out for, you'll find them same people is your damn enemy. And you need something, you can't get it. You couldn't get it from them. No. I mean, you living in a day and age where you think you was cool, they was cool, y'all was good and stuff like that. Things going left. They'll stick you in a nursing home or pass you by. Or be just like that priest and that Levite saw that man and went by on the other side. It was a priest and a Levite. They passed the man up. But that Samaritan came along. He was from a different nation, though. Because, see, our nation are cursed not to help each other. But the other nations, they ain't cursed like that. So, of course, a heathen will do something good for you. Or whatever. So that's what that Samaritan was, you know? Yeah. The priest denied him. The Levite denied him. But the one who was a heathen, it's an example to show you that more of the outside nations are doing. Now, I don't know. It could have been that he was an Israelite Samaritan or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But more than likely, it was I would say I'm just going to interpret it as it reads. You know, Samaritan. Mm-hmm. The best thing to do is give the text as it's read. It was a Samaritan. It was from a different nation. And the one that was a atheist helped him. I say atheist. Somebody don't believe in the Most High God. Don't believe in you know what I'm saying? Because you do have heathens out here. They'll try to But that doesn't mean that they're saved. It doesn't mean that they're a child of God. It doesn't mean that the Bible talks about grafting them in. It doesn't mean any of that shit. It just means that, because see, a lot of our people get so caught up into that, like, oh, okay. I just believe in just reading the Bible as it reads. I don't, and precept in the scriptures like the Bible asks me to. And when you precept the scriptures, you get your answer. That's all I can tell you. You know, you don't have to be a scholar in that. All you have to do is precept the scriptures. And I just believe in giving the scriptures precept upon precept. You know, when it talked about the Gentiles being redeemed and coming back, coming to who they are, it's talking about the Gentiles who are Israelites by blood, but when they went off they went off. It talked about how they went off and went into different idolaters, and then they started practicing the heathen customs and things of that nature. Then they took on the name Gentile. The heathens gave them a different name other than the name. They lost their identity. They didn't remember who they were. So they was wandering around in the wilderness for 40 some years. You see what I'm saying? And that's the example right there. They was Gentiles in the wilderness. They didn't know that they was Israelites. That's why God had to come back and repeat the commandments and gave the commandments to Moses. The 10 commandments is just a summary of the 613 commandments. And God says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. That's why he came and said that. Remember, because he know that they lost their true identity. Israel lost its true identity. Just like that. So why you think God had to come back in and say, remember? You see what I'm saying? Remember. He's not talking to, how you going to remember something that you never heard of? You can't remember something that you never heard of. Just like if somebody come over here and